Hey everyone, I'm a bit out of breath carrying a big sack of stuff from a few miles away where I parked. Snow is so deep in certain areas, can't get into this place with a vehicle. Today we're at the abandoned motel, and guys, just take a look at the forecast today, tonight. Today did not make it above -5, really cold out. We're at the motel today, and we actually did figure out how to get onto the second floor. At all other times we've been here, I always thought the second floor was locked. But no, last time we were here, you just have to lift the handle in a certain way. It's not actually locked. It's just to form the door. We heard that this abandoned motel, they may demolish it this year. So we're gonna be doing an overnight challenge here. Went around the entire building. I'm the only set of footprints coming near this place. No one else ever comes here. This place is so rural. Not worried about running into a hobo or anyone. But let me show you guys where we're going to be staying tonight. Where it says private, that means this area was where the workers and staff would live. Pretty nice bedrooms. So this is my bag full of food, blankets, new sheets for the bed. All right, everybody, we're going in for the night. I had to just walk a mile back to the vehicle because stupid me forgot the tripods. Now we can finally settle in for the night. We're only staying here the night and leaving at the crack of dawn. It's about 4 in the afternoon, so we'll be here about 15 hours. All right. I'm boiling. Even though it's below freezing, I'm still boiling like crazy. All right, look at all that mold. Okay. Yeah, see what I meant? You see right here where it's shiny? The latch gets stuck right here. Instead of where it's supposed to be, it gets stuck right here. So it's a bit of a challenge to actually get out. But see? But there's other ways out. Does that work? It actually works. Now, so you can't turn, now someone would have to smash it in throughout the night. See downstairs? Worst case scenario, we couldn't get it open, we get pushed through that wall. So, that was pretty easy to open. Now, that said private, because this is where the staff that would stay out here and live at the place would live. See? Got one bedroom here, 2 beds. Got another one right here. And whatever employees would have lived here would share this bathroom. Now you walk down here into the gutted area. Got another bedroom. We got another bedroom with a whole bunch of rotted out studs. This is like maybe a common room. Got a door going out to the porch. Got another bathroom. Go through this door. Got another, I don't know what you'd use this room for because it goes into another common area. And right here's another bathroom. Look how nice the sun is shining through the studs. Looks a lot prettier in person. Look at this. Right here you got like a counter, a mirror, place to get ready for the day. Right here's another door going out to the porch. Right in here is where we're going to be staying today. Got this one bedroom. I'm using the bedroom down here, which actually has a door I'm going to barricade by putting a dresser up against it. But take a look at this room. Looks like they just made the bed over there. I brought new sheets and a blanket. I'm going to change all that because it could be really dirty. But not a bad room. You see there's a little bit of mold in the ceiling. That's why we're doing this in the middle of winter. In the summer, this would be so bad to be breathing in. But look, we got a nice dresser here, which I'm going to put against the door. Right here we have a heater and stuff. I think I can actually... Oh. It's one sticky door. Ah, it doesn't have a lock. Oh no. I think it will shut, but I'm going to have to like pound my fist against it. Look at a mold on the back of it. That's why we're doing the winter. It takes nearly a day for mold to become active even when we start making heat. Now right in here, oh man, they took the toilet out, unfortunately. My plan was I was going to put a garbage bag in the toilet bowl so I could use it and take it out with me. Hey, guys, look at my beard. Can you see that? I've got icicles all over my beard and mustache. It's so cold. I did bring a thermometer, guys. Right now outside, it's about -3 or 4. Tonight it's going to get down very cold, as you saw in the forecast I was showing. Now this bedroom doesn't have a door, but it's not as nice. Now to try to keep heat in, we're going to use, the quilt on the bed. I'm going to put it over the door with some thumbtacks. And then the window, I brought a heat shield. And that's how we're going to keep it warm in here. Now we walk into this main hallway right here. This is where guests would have stayed. There would have been another door here saying private, I'm assuming, for employees only. Again, these bedrooms are not terrible, but the one I'm using is the best shape. Down here, I will link some videos in the description showing the entire building. The cafeteria, commercial kitchen, all that kind of stuff if you guys are interested. Look at a beautiful frost on all the windows. It's extremely cold. And right here is a balcony leading outside. Let me show you guys. Very nice picture. Let's take a picture of that. All right. Now I want to get everything set up before it gets dark. We have about 30-something minutes until the sun goes down. Right here's a main corridor where employees would have came in through. It kind of looks like a school corridor. It's got an old TV, got a cot, a baby crib. Right here's a supply room, which does have some new sheets, but I'm not going to trust what they have. Hey, look. I should have brought a screwdriver. I could have put a new lock in the bedroom door. What's this? Is this a safety bar for a child, like on the edge of the bed? Probably not. Look at this. I got so many National Geographics in here. Might be something to read if I get bored in here overnight, but it's going to be mostly sleeping. It's not a 24-hour challenge this time. I love these old Mercury thermostats. Those things are totally awesome. Wait, is it telling you guys how cold? Oh, look, you guys can't even know how cold it is. It only goes down to 35, and we're already maxed out. Cool vintage old phones. All right. I don't know yet if I'm going to time lapse tonight, but I think we're going to be all right. Outside is very cold. In here, I will be able to tell you guys what it is in a moment. I did bring a thermometer. I'm hoping it goes down this low. Love the cast iron bathtubs. To be honest, guys, I think I might stand this toilet back up against this wall and put a bag in it. Or maybe even put it in the bedroom, honestly. It is so funny. Now, this place is about to be demolished. We will not be using, or we won't be doing anything dangerous in here. We're just going to be spending the night doing a cool challenge before the place is demolished forever. I heard this place may be demolished. It's not a very credible source, so we have no idea. But let's get to work with getting this room set up with a quick time lapse. Now, guys, I want to be able to get out, so I'm not going to shut it all the way because I may be literally trapped in here if I push it any further. Just got to make sure we can get out of here in the morning. All right, guys, now let's go through everything I brought in the bag. I gotta take my jacket off. I'm getting kind of hot moving stuff around. Now, first thing I did, we gotta get the shield over the window so the little bit of heat I'm able to produce can stay in here. So look what I got here. Got just a couple snacks this time. Right here's a fresh pillowcase, brand new bed sheet, which I hope I remember to take with us. Big tarp. Hoping this will keep in a little bit of heat. Little thermometer, it'll tell us what it is in the room. Yes, there is actually a hook I can hang it up on. Hope I remember to take it. We'll see what that is in here before I actually start making heat. Right here's like my dinner. I got roast beef for breakfast maybe, got lasagna. Just a couple little things that I don't need to heat up. I'm gonna eat them cold. I did not bring a cook's top with me. And here's thumbtacks to hang up the tarp. Oh, cool, they both move together. Was not expecting that, honestly. Seems like a pretty comfortable bed. We literally can't see out the window. There's so much frost. Honestly, this bed is not even that dirty. All right, guys. What's the temperature? -5. No. Fahrenheit. We got... Okay, guys, what's the temperature? Fahrenheit, looks like we got 22. So this place, just alone, the building is producing heat. Or, I mean, keeping heat in. Because it's way down below zero outside right now. And this thing doesn't even go near there. Let's see how hot we can get it in here with a heater. So guys, right here in my garbage bag, I got a heater, which we're gonna start right up. Gotta let it light for a few seconds. Turn it over to high. We're not gonna let that thing run unattended. We're just gonna get it kind of warm in here. In front of my camera light, I see dust going like crazy. There's a lot of dust in this place. Been abandoned 20 years. Now this should get this room heated up pretty nicely. Got my big red blanket. A pee bottle. A bunch of propane cans. Only brought 5 of them. When I did my culvert video, I had 8 of them, but we're not staying here 36 hours. And that's it in my bag. This bag will be used to carry everything out tomorrow. Whoa! Good thing I brought my own stuff. A mouse or something's been living in here. There's a bunch of seeds. I'm going to neatly remake the bed when we leave, even though it's pointless. I'm going to leave the place the way I found it. Yeah, these sheets are pretty gross, but it's a nice, beautiful blue mattress. The pillows aren't the nicest. They're all covered in nasty stains, but that's why I brought a pillowcase. And those are the pillowcases. I'm going to take those pillowcases off. What kind of bed is this, guys? The bed literally stained the sheet. This dye. The bed still feels comfortable. I'll remake that in the morning. Now I got a pillowcase right here. Take a pillowcase off the better of the 2 pillows. The pillows are freezing. Look at my breath. Oh, not the better of the two. Look at that. It's covered in mold. Gross. Ugh. Well, this one. Is this going to be all moldy too? Not. There is mold in there. All kinds of mold. Man. Huh. Moldy. You know what I'm thinking about, guys? Possibly not doing this. Possibly going to just not use a pillow. Oh well. Gotta open up the new sheet. Comes with a nice carrying pouch. It's supposed to be a fitted sheet, so it should fit. How big do you think this bed is, guys? I got a queen size sheet. It's possible it's a full size bed and not a queen, but regardless, I'm gonna use it. Wonder how many vermin like mice are gonna come in here from the heat I'm making tonight. Watch, I'll wake up to a mouse on my face. This fits actually perfect. It is a queen size bed. I could go around the building and try to find another pillow. There's actually one randomly in the closet. Let's see what that one looks like. Like the other ones, the mold was on the inside. This one's decent, guys. I don't see any mold on it. Of course, there's mold on it somewhere. Literally, there's mold on everything in the world, but I don't see active mold, so we're gonna use it. Ew, a mouse poop! There's some mouse poops on it. It's okay, I'm covering it up. Gotta get the heat going in here. It's already on high. Give it an hour or two. It should get pretty toasty, I think. Alright guys, now that we're pretty well set up, let me show you what we got. We got the door right there barricaded by that. It'll definitely wake me up if somebody were to barge in. Unfortunately, I did forget any form of self-protection. Didn't bring anything. Look at that mold all over the bottom of this. This place is infested. If they ever were even going to consider saving the building, they'd have to gut the whole thing, because I'm sure that's inside all the walls. Because you see, those are all little mold colonies. This place will break out in the summertime. Look at all the spots in the ceiling. That's all mold. For me, fortunately, it's not active in this kind of weather. Let's see. Anything in here? Nope. Is that open? Really, that don't open? It's still very cold in here. Any monsters under the bed? Lots of mouse poops. All right. Worst case scenario, if I have to go number 2, I will put a garbage bag inside the bowl and use this and then take it with me. How old is this toilet? Can't be right. I see October 31. I doubt it. Usually you need to find the lid. That's where the date would be. Hung up my jacket in here. Lots of mold all around this place. This place is infested with mold. You guys should see when I went in the basement of this place. It was mold galore and a massive environmental oil spill. The kitchen's pretty cool, but this place is so rotten. But it has strong bones of rough cut lumber, so it's definitely savable. And the light's not gonna work, is it? I know it's not. The meter is literally cut. Yeah. I don't know why I even was hesitant about that. We've been in the basement, the meters are off. Got a little bit of heat, got a couple snacks, and now begins the boredom. I gotta find something to occupy myself to keep generating heat until this place starts heating up. And yes, this is an enclosed space, and I'm running a propane heater. But that's all right, because I got a small gas detector that I carry around on my belt just in case we're ever in a culvert and that happens. The windows in here we cannot crack. They're made to open, but they are not gonna budge. They're seized. They even look painted shut. Look around. They already gutted the plumbing. This place was heated with baseboards, and I don't see them. Actually, no, there's still one there. All right, guys, we did get it a little bit warmer, and this is about as warm as I need it to be. I will just sleep with a coat. Right now, we are reading about 28 or so. So we rose about 8 degrees in here. I had it hanging on the wall before, but the walls are freezing. I realized if I put it in the middle of the room, I get a more accurate temperature. The walls are freezing. It is so cold outside. Every wall in here, the door, the toilet, everything is sweating. Condensation everywhere because I'm producing heat. There's some little mouse crawling around on me in my sleep. I don't even notice. It's not a big deal. A mouse doesn't really want to harm you. Unless it's super starving. Maybe it'll take some bites out of you. All right. Time to have a quick dinner. Then we're going to get to sleep. Right now it's all 5 in the afternoon. It's now completely dark. And we have another 13 hours before the sun comes up. Gonna quickly eat, brush my teeth, and I'm actually posting a video tonight. And I can read some comments in here while I waste some time. Yep, I always read my comments on my newest video for a few hours. I will answer everything. If not leave an answer, I will give every comment a heart as showing the person I am reading them. Gonna have some cold roast beef. Doesn't look that bad. It's just a little bit fatty. That's all fat you're seeing around the edge because I have no way to cook it and melt it. Now, if this won't attract the stray cats, I don't know what will. I've seen stray cats in here on previous visits. But they can't get in this room. Oh, I'm spilling it actually. Got a ton of protein. There's 3.5 servings and 20 grams of protein. Let's do the math. There is 70 grams of protein in this whole thing. It's really good survival food. Roast beef. Does not require cooking. Even though I got into the upper 20s, literally from an hour ago, my pee jug actually froze. I wonder if mice are going to go through all my wrappers tonight. Because I'm sure they have a hole somewhere, possibly the pipe for the baseboard radiator. There's little holes I'm sure they're going to squeeze in somehow. Under the door, maybe. They're mice. They can fit through anything. Now I gotta find a trash bag. No, I got one somewhere. I'm actually gonna use this as a trash bag. And those propane cans could just go in my backpack tomorrow. This will be garbage. Wonder if the mice will go through that tonight or not. I'm actually gonna put my jacket back on and sleep, because I know tonight it's probably gonna drop back into the single digits in the building. Probably. It's getting pretty chilly in here. Getting my jacket out of the closet. Something that made me kind of nervous today. Remember, I had to go back to the vehicle a second time because I actually forgot my tripod. When I got back to the vehicle, the clicker wouldn't work. And the key wouldn't go in the hole because it was frozen. I almost thought I wasn't going to be able to get in there. But I just held the clicker in my hands. I guess it was just cold. When it warmed up, it unlocked. Thankfully. Here's my toothbrush. I'm going to bed shortly. I'm going to put on my jacket. It's so cold that the propane tank is completely freezing, which is normal, but it's not near empty. It's still half full. Watch this. I just gotta shake it up. Yeah, I can hear chunks of ice floating inside it. Yep, now it's hot again. Only burned through half a cylinder, but yet we're still rising. Now we're at about 34 degrees Fahrenheit. And that toilet's not even at all. That really scared me. That thing fell over before. Because I think the wax ring and part of the pipe are still stuck to the bottom. And this place is kind of creepy at night. Because this place, it's an old building. It creaks and settles. Things move around when the wind blows. Yeah, there's some creepy noises. Also, I just checked the forecast for overnight. Right now it's about -12. We're gonna get down close to -20. Not quite. But then before the sun comes up, it's gonna start rising again before daybreak. So we're expected to get to about -18. That being said, right now it's -12, but we have a wind chill close to -30. It's getting pretty windy out there. But at least it's decent in here now. We got it to 34 degrees. We're now finally above freezing in here. Finally. Guys, you see that right there? How the wall's discolored? That's literally ice. That's literally ice. Alright, about to hook up my power banks to make sure all my lighting in here stays on overnight. Alright guys, I tried to sleep for an hour. Just not happening. I'm not tired. But it's decent in here now. Doesn't smell bad in here. Just a little musty, as expected. But you know what was really cool? The ice over in that corner. In the time-lapse video of me trying to sleep for an hour, the ice actually started melting. It was going way up the wall before. It's actually melting, so I guess that proves it's ice. Look at that time-lapse. Really sped up. Alright, so we went through this propane cylinder here. It's got a little bit left in it, but it's frozen solid. I have another propane cylinder in there now. We're not triggering any CO2 alarms, even though we burned 1.5 tanks so far. And that's kind of concerning. We burned 1.5 tanks so far, and we're like 10% through the night. This little heater here is recommended for indoor emergency heating, so it probably doesn't give off too much CO2, even though it has the warnings. When I bought this thing, it cost $50. Now with inflation over the past couple of years, it's going to cost $87 at Walmart. I will leave an Amazon link in the description if anyone's interested in getting this heater, because it's definitely a lifesaver if your power goes out in a cold climate. It's good to keep in your vehicle if you're driving in really cold weather, just in case you stalled. Yeah, just like that big traffic jam of cars in the snowstorm. Yeah, a lot of people probably would have died if they all had electric cars and no way to stay warm. This is something that you should keep in your trunk. It uses these little cans here, which amazingly in this economy are actually going down in price. They wanted 8 something, and now they're down to 6 something. They actually went down in price. I doubt they'll ever get back to $4 though. That's a pretty nifty little heater. I will leave a link in the description where you guys can get that. It's actually kind of cozy in here now. Hasn't gone up much. It's now 35 degrees. And I think I'm going to try just watching YouTube videos for a couple hours. Then I'll try to get to sleep again. Still super bored. Waiting to get tired. Been playing some games on the phone. And actually right here, there's 2 windows in this place. That one on this side I didn't try. I was able to get it open. It wasn't painted shut. Although the twisty arm to open it is broken. So I unlocked it and just got to push it out, and it's on a hinge, so you got to pull it back in. No big deal. I have it cracked a few inches. That way we can turn the heat back on and just leave it going. Hey everyone, it's now about 11 p.m. We've been in here since about 4. And see, we still are dealing with the freezing up propane tanks. So all you gotta do is just tap them occasionally. We have finally got the room to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. And as soon as this propane tank runs back out, it's about to run out obviously, we're gonna try sleeping once again. Alright, so I tried sleeping another hour, and I'm just not tired. It's not that it's uncomfortable, I'm just not tired. I'm on a bad sleep schedule. I usually don't fall asleep until about 2 a.m. So now, here I am. It's about 11:30 at night, and I can't sleep. So I'm going to run the heater a little bit longer. I have it here set up on the bed, but right here, barely even warm. Most of the heat's just going up. So what do we got for temperature right now? It drops pretty fast without the heater. We had it up to 40 degrees. But now, just an hour without the heater, it has dropped back to 30. When we got in here, it was about 20 or 22. Outside right now, I just checked. We got a good negative 15 going on out there. It's a pretty cozy spot. I got a dead fly up there, squished against the ceiling. Well, let's come over here, show you what we got going on as far as the window situation. So we can go right in here. We can go flick up that latch. We can push out. Pretty simple for when we need any kind of ventilation. The other side does not open. It's painted shut. Now, I thought this was pretty neat. I really like these clothes hangers. They're heavy duty and you can't remove them. Those are pretty cool. Sounds like wind chimes. Guys, I literally cannot sleep. Now, it drops 10 degrees in an hour if I shut the heat off. We finally got it back up to 40 degrees. But guys, remember when I first started filming before? All that ice in the corner? It melted, but look down here. Down inside here, where the heat can't get. That's all ice if I get the proper angle on it. How do I get the right angle? There's ice all over the walls. You see that down in there? Now just take a look at the door. That's all ice. You see that big white streak on the wall? Look at that. Literal ice. The whole door is covered in ice too. It is so cold outside in the hallway. Let me show you guys. Let me move this big dresser out of the way. Push it over. We're going out there in the hallway tonight. I'm going to bring my little thermometer right here, which is currently saying 39 or so. Let's go and open this door. Got to move the bureau a little more. All right, we got a big enough gap to squeeze out. Oh my gosh, it's so cold. I got to shut the door so I don't let all my heat out. Nice copper doorknob though. I'm going to put my thermometer right here so on the way back we can see how cold it is in the hallway. I'm sure this hallway is a bit warmer than other places because I'm sure some heat is escaping from this room. But you saw that ice. It is very cold out here. Nice shower. Kind of like the leaves they put on it. But it is so cold in here. Oh my gosh, it's so cold. Guys, let me show you this. Oh, cool. Copper bedposts, and no one stole them. A little mini fridge. Here we are in the maintenance room again. See if there's anything cool we can find and read. They're all from 1994. Oh, there's one from 1990. Look how old that thing is. And look at that. Is that a penny? Coffee maker. Oh my gosh. This place is so cold. Oh, wow. Look at that. Soap. A little bar of soap. Just being out here a minute. My fingers are so cold. I cannot believe how cold my fingers are from being out here just a few minutes. Another toilet in the tub. That toilet's taking a bath by the looks of it. Wow, take a look at this bedroom. We didn't even see this little room tucked in here. Look at a black mold all over the ceiling. We didn't even see this room. Not the worst looking mattress. Pretty cool room. We're back. We're going back in the bedroom. Oh my gosh. I think this thing is honestly still dropping. It's telling me 11 degrees above freezing. Or above zero, I meant. It's so cold. My hands are so numb and red. And I've only been out for a few minutes. Yes. If I didn't have my heater, I think the way I am in here right now, I'd probably freeze to death. Out there, I was out there 5 minutes. My toes and fingertips felt so numb. Can you see that? How bright red my hands got? They're still very numb right now. And I was only out there 5 minutes. Now that we're back inside the room, we're back to a toasty 40 degrees. Now, you see that right there? The whole door is covered in ice because we're producing heat. And it is so cold on the other side of that door. The condensation's freezing. Like in this back corner, it's covered in ice. And we do got insulation up there in the ceiling, but I'm not sure how good it is. Because I know when you install fiberglass, you need it to be as puffy as possible. If you're someone that just rushes and crushes it in there, that's not going to do anything. In boredom, I took the smoke detector down off the ceiling, and I was tinkering with it, and I don't have a 9-volt battery, but I tried to use like metal paper clips doing some dumb stuff to try to get it to maybe work with a power bank. I know it's not the same voltage, but no, I was unsuccessful. Yep, hands are still very numb, possibly even purple on the tips, just from being out there 5 minutes. Oh, and the worst thing ever was I went in another room and I grabbed a metal bed frame, and the coldness from the steel, it went right through me. It was the coldest thing I've ever touched. Horrible. But, we're good. We got the heater. Right now, it's starting to get better, but for the past 20 minutes, my fingertips have hurt the most they have ever hurt before, just from the 5 minutes when I ventured out there. I was stupid. I should have wore gloves. I was only out there 5 minutes, and it is horrible. The pain of just being in the cold is so bad. And it's only 10. I can't believe 10 degrees did that to me in 5 minutes. But it's my fault. I went into a room and I was touching some pieces of metal, and it just transferred it right over to me. Now I'm just here in front of the heater. It's like, you ever be outside in very cold temperatures, then you come inside, especially if you touch warm water, the temperature fluctuation hurts like crazy. And that's what I'm going through right now, and it's almost over. And it's now about 1 in the morning, and I have not slept at all, and I'm also not tired. Just not tired. I have a very comfortable bed here, but yet I can't fall asleep. Hey guys, it's now 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm actually starting to get tired. I'm going to try to sleep again. We're now about to burn out of tank 3. I got 2 more tanks left. And because I'm sleeping, I don't think we're going to need another one. I might turn it on again in the morning just to warm it up while I clean up the place, because I'm going to put the dresser back. Everything I'm going to put exactly the way I found it. I got to fold up the tarp, got to fold up my sheet. I got to put their sheet back in the bed. I got to make this place the way I found it. Now I think I'm going to get to sleep. I was planning on getting out of here at 7 in the morning, which is 5 hours away. Let's say I toss and turn for 2 hours and I go to sleep. I'm not setting an alarm. I will let myself sleep until noon because I need to sleep. But I'm going to try to get to sleep now. And guess what? Right now, we got this place to about 43 degrees, the warmest we've had it so far. Before this thing started running out of fuel, it was temporarily almost 50 in here. Now, before I actually go to sleep, you guys have got to see the amount of ice forming around the door. It is insane, the amount of ice that's forming around things. Look in the closet there. Do you see that? Right there. That is ice. That different color right there. That's all ice right there. That's how cold it is on the other side of that wall. Me breathing in here, me burning propane, it is making humidity and it's freezing. Just look at the door. I don't know if you guys can tell how thick that is, but that is some thick ice right there on that door. Remember, the other side of that door is now single digits. Yes, I can feel a draft coming out of there because the door isn't shutting all the way. Just look at the ice building up on that latch. See that right here? Good amount. Now you come over here. See all the ice forming on the wall? Look at all that mold too. Maybe that's why. That's probably why the mold is there. See all the condensation all over the wall? That's probably what's causing the mold to grow. Right there, you got more ice on that wall. Now, what's cool is the walls that are open to heat, it's only forming behind things. Like, look right here. Look at the amount of ice back here. That's a lot of ice down here next to the bed. And look at the baseboard. It's all covered in ice, a thick frost. Look at the thick frost on the TV cable. How much we got in the window? Oh, wow, there's so much ice in the window. Amazing. And now, look behind the TV. Look at all that ice right behind the TV. That's not a shadow, no. That's ice behind the television. It's all ice. Because I guess just having this TV in the way, it's preventing airflow of the heater from getting over there. The middle of the room here is now 45 degrees. These walls are so cold. And because you got all this ice here, as soon as I shut the heater off, I drop about 10 degrees an hour. Now that I got it to almost 45, it's going to be 20 in this room in about 2 hours. And that'll probably wake me up. I doubt I'll get a good 8 hours. I'll probably get 2 hours before I'm woken up by it being absolutely freezing. Now, when I tried to sleep before, just being in my winter jacket and that thin blanket, I was sweating. But it's so cold on the other side of that door. Okay, we're going to try to get to sleep again. So, I'm going to put my camera back in here. Back on time lapse. Try to get some sleep. All right, it's about 6 in the morning. 1 hour, we will have daylight, and I'm going to leave. I think I got about 2 hours of sleep. It's better than nothing. This place, it's got insulation that I'm seeing in the ceiling, but I don't think the walls have it, and that's why you see ice all over the walls. Over here by the door, there's ice everywhere. This place is impossible to keep heated. When I'm running the heat, I can manage to keep it between 40 and 45. But as soon as I shut it off, within an hour or so, we lose all the heat. It's back down in the 20s or around 30. As you see back there, there's a lot of ice. It's all from the condensation produced by the propane and breathing. There's ice back there. Look at all that ice around the door. It does appear like there's less ice than last night. There's still a good amount of it all over the walls as my breath is freezing. Yeah, it is pretty cold out. So right now, we've about bottomed out. Last night, it got slightly over or slightly under -20. And now we're starting to rise again. Now we're at -8. Sun hasn't come up, but yet it's rising because there's a change in the jet stream. We're going to start getting a little bit warmer. It's still not going to be anywhere near freezing for the high, but it's all right. And I brought the perfect amount of propane. That right there is tank number 4. And I got one more full tank when that thing runs out. I'm just going to run the heat until the sun comes up. And when the sun comes up in about an hour, I'll start putting everything away. And for a matter of fact, I think I'm going to start putting stuff away right now. Alrighty, guys, I think I did a pretty good job cleaning this place up. Definitely better than when I found it. Looks better. I'm still in here with the heat. You see the sun just came up. It's very dim outside. I'm gonna wait like a half an hour for the sun to fully come up. I'm gonna keep this door shut to keep my heat in here. Then I'll bring the toilet and leave it in the hallway where I found it. So this right here is my sack of bedding, the tarp, and there's my other stuff. And here's my garbage bag and piss jug. No, I'm not that dehydrated. If you saw last night, I poured the contents of the soup cans in there because I didn't know what to do with the liquid. Yeah, I probably could have poured it out the window. I didn't think of that. It's fine. I'll dump it out somewhere on the way back. Let's take a look at the ice that built up right there underneath the tarp. I'm not sure if you can see it, but yeah, there's ice all over the walls. It is so cold outside. I'm just waiting. I'm about a mile away where I parked. I just gotta wait. Just waiting for it to get a little bit brighter before we venture out. That way I don't need any lights going through the hallways while I'm carrying my sack. Also, that thing right here, I better shut off now too, because this thing needs to be cold so I can throw it in that garbage bag. It's fine. That thing only takes like 5 minutes. It'll be cold enough to throw in there. It is so cold out there. Wow, it's warm in here. All right. I'm grabbing my sacks and getting out. All right, we're gonna be respectful and secure the building. We're actually gonna lock it this time. That'll prevent anyone from vandalizing up there, at least. Can never get back in there again. Really hope I didn't forget anything. There we go. Now we gotta go to the breakfast bar. Go have breakfast. That's my bag of stuff right there. My hands are absolutely freezing from touching the metal tripod. Anyone in here? All right, time to have breakfast. Oh, come on. You're gonna be gone 5 minutes? I've been gone more like 20 years. Just waiting for my breakfast. There's nothing at the breakfast bar. Let's go into the kitchen, find something to eat. Oh, yum. What do we have here? Yummy. Oh, yummy. All right. I'm not sticking around for the breakfast menu. Definitely not. It's pretty gross. That is a beautiful picture. Really wish I could save that thing. It's huge. It's like 6 by 4 feet. It's made out of beautiful wood. So, someone else was staying here a while back. All these cans, the McDonald's sauce, it all says 2015. It was out of business way before then. All right. Everybody, I hope this video was interesting. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. We're out of here. This door of shock has something wrong with it. After like 20 minutes, it closes and scares you. The sign still says open. All right, we're on our way out of here now. That was a pretty boring night, and also that place is impossible to keep warm. I could not keep the heat in there. I could get it up to near 45, close to 50. Hour later, it's back to 30 as soon as I shut the heat off. It's just almost impossible to keep that place warm. But it was a different experience. I can say that. It was different.